Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm Carly Taylor here.
Ari Kaplan.
Joined with Ari Kaplan. We are so excited to talk to Anoop today. We're going to be talking everything marketing. So if you're into marketing, get ready. This is going to go deep and this is going to be awesome. So, big announcements. Tell us, data intelligence for marketing. What is it?
Yeah, it's a huge announcement. So what that means is we can now help marketers to centralize all the data, all the marketing and customer data in one place. That helps them to get to faster decisions on insights, and that helps them optimize their campaigns pretty fast.
That's amazing. I love this. I wanted to know, you've been building this, you've been working with customers, right? Do we as Databricks kind of put our money where our mouth is? Do we use these tools ourselves?
Absolutely, that's where we started. Like if we look back 18 months, we started building our own lakehouse on marketing lakehouse on Databricks platform. So what we have done is we have, let me take a step back. So the problems that we had, our data was totally fragmented, right? We had many different sources of truth. We had hundreds of dashboards. So it was very confusing for our marketers to rely on a single source of truth. So what we have done is we have pulled all the data from marketing into one single place, and that's our lakehouse. And we started following the Medallion architecture of building, ingest all the data in the bronze layer, apply all the business rules and transformation in silver layer, and then create business-ready products. So you can, not only push those results to dashboards, but we can also use those to activate across different platforms.
That's exciting. I know so many people watching probably feel the pain point of what you just brought up, siloed data, no single source of truth. That's roughed out. So do you have any questions specifically about the data intelligence for marketing?
Yeah, so I love the announcement. It's a whole new persona. There's marketing use cases, everything from customer 360, campaign management. What are some other use cases that you've been seeing?
It's customer 360, the starting point. So you're going to get all the data in one single place, so you can combine your customer data with your marketing data. That's your customer 360.
Right.
Then you have all the campaign management, your media mix modeling, your attribution, all those things happen inside the campaign management. Then finally you have your activation. So once you do that, how do you optimize these campaigns and activate across different platforms? That's the third layer. So from a data perspective, you ingest, you transform, and then you activate.
That's great. I've worked with one of my other many lives with Nielsen and IRI.
You've had so
marketing
many
analytics,
lives.
price promotion, out of stock optimization, but customer 360.
Yeah.
And it was very manual of humans running like regression analysis, taking and synthesizing the data.
Totally.
But now you can use Databricks to automate a lot of that.
100%, yeah. And you got to start with unifying the data. So that's where Lakehouse comes into picture. So first do that, and all your use cases you can build on top of that. It's going to be really modular and really scalable way of doing things.
Yeah, we would have like an 8 to 12 week cycle, customer requests, insights. How is our campaign doing? And it would be 2 to 3 months later, the campaign was either over or it's partway through, and it's hard to adjust mid-ship. So again, 2-3 months, and now we were talking, 5 minutes, you can get those insights.
Totally.
It's a whole
The
game
time
changer.
to activate an audience, it used to be months. Now what are we talking? Days, minutes?
Well, it's going to be days, not minutes. So,
seconds?
Because it's still going to be a lot of, like I said, there's going to be real-time data, there's going to be data that's going to be not so real-time as well. So it's going to...
Okay. So one thing is, just for a minute, we're going to toss to a video here. Yeah.
I'm super excited to be here in the Databricks Summit. I'm looking for the announcements on the new products and features on the platform, and also the recent partnership with SAP.
I'm excited about the new solutions offerings on AI. We do a lot of work on Mosaic AI, and very excited about taking a lot of our joint solutions to our clients and to the market.
learning about the apps. So I've got some interesting use cases that are very manual in Excel, and I'm excited to learn smarter ways of going about getting my inputs into my database and putting that into the hands of some less technical folk to be able to do what I need them to do with my database.
It's been great. It's a platform we love working with, and seeing all these people that actually build those tiny pieces of what you use every day and their passion for it. It's been a great experience so far.
Super excited to be here. Yesterday had an amazing hackathon that showed us only the beginning of how public web data is a huge part of future AI agents. Happy to connect and find more partners and customers and have a good time.
Well, we were super excited to show you that video, but now we're back. And I'm super excited to see exactly what this looks like for us in real time. Can you maybe put some pictures to this so it's not just words?
Totally. I can show the slide. So if you look at what you're seeing is what we have created for Databricks. So this is how our marketing data looks like. So like I said, we followed the medallion architecture. So we have the bronze layer where we have consolidated all our first-party and third-party data. And we used a combination of third-party tools and APIs, custom APIs to build that. Once that is done, we move the data to silver layer. That's where all the magic happens. You apply all the business rule, the cleansing, enrichment, identity resolution, all those happens in silver layer. Once that is done, then we move that to gold, which is our final data products that business can use for insights and reporting. Not just that, this can also go into our Genie rooms.
Yes.
So now business users can actually
Genie.
interact with data sets by natural language. And also, these data sets can be used to activate your campaigns and audiences on CDP. So that's what we have built for our marketing in Databricks.
And CDP is huge.
It's huge.
Incredible.
Such a big
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Great. So, and of that, so many customers using both marketing use cases, but then the whole data intelligence for marketing. One of my favorites, not me, my wife used to be an EVP at Publicis, one of my favorite customers, and they have like a 50% increase in their campaign revenue for their clients. Like that's a huge gain, and they're doing a lot more. That's just like one example.
Are they a Databricks customer?
Yeah. And what
go.
are some customers that either of you have seen with marketing?
Well, I talked to many of the customers today. They're wanting to do this. A lot of them are
getting mobbed by all the marketing teams.
So
They're like, tell us.
We had a session yesterday, and after that, so many people walked up and asked us, okay, how do you do this? Because marketing data is not always clean, right?
Yes.
So you need a place you can ingest everything, unify everything, and what other platform can do it better than Databricks platform? So,
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I focus specifically on the gaming vertical. I'm in video games. And so my life, I think, very verticalized. What I love about the marketing initiative is how horizontal it is. Every company
needs
has a marketing team.
Totally.
Every company needs to unify their marketing data.
100%.
Yeah. Is that a story that you're hearing a lot? Like, we're in this
Totally.
industry, but maybe we haven't been spending enough or focusing enough on marketing.
Yeah, and a lot of the work that is done by these agencies for the companies, right? So now everybody wants to have control over the data, so they want to move the data back in, so they can, utilize it faster. You can get insights faster. So that's what all companies are asking: how do we build this on Databricks?
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm just looking at your Databricks marketing, which is perfect, but we need to make a new swag that says composable CDP on Databricks.
Yeah,
that would be
exactly.
like the ultimate swag.
Totally.
And I know like Grammarly, like emails, customizable emails is like one of the dreams of marketing. And they usually do like A/B testing. But now imagine you could do hyper-personalized emails. But Grammarly does what, 5 billion emails per year?
It's
and
something
growing.
crazy.
But now, it used to take an extreme amount of effort. Now with Databricks, with the leveraging Gen AI, you could do like a fully launched campaign in just a couple of days or weeks.
Yeah, totally. And one thing I forgot to mention, and this is important. So Genie has been a game changer for us. So we have,
Yes.
6 to 7 Genie rooms already used by different marketing teams to get answers to their questions. So
That's incredible.
I think,
Yeah.
fast forward maybe 6 months from now, it's going to be Genie first and then dashboard.
Yes.
Now it's dashboards and then you go to Genie. it's gonna be reversed soon.
It's going to reverse.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
And a lot of it's merging together. You have a dashboard, and you could ask, like, pull up
totally.
the
Yeah.
assistant to the side and
Exactly.
say, what does this graph tell me?
Yeah.
And then having like AI functions in SQL, for example, or in the applications, so you could do predictive scoring
Yep.
of every record, like what's the propensity or what's the churn for each of your 5 million customers, and then do a dashboard on that, rank the highest likely to churn or upsell or
To
so on
convert or whatever, yeah.
from the dashboard.
Yeah.
But then you could talk to your dashboard, you could talk
That's right.
to your data and the AI Databricks
It's
apps
coming.
today too.
It's going to happen soon. Yeah, I'm excited.
The future is now.
And
Do you talk to marketing professionals about Genie? Are they like so excited about it?
They are. I mean, our CMO is super excited. So he's he's our power user on Genie, and yes, our adoption has been really good. So we have more than 100 marketers using Genie. We have thousands of questions being asked already. So it's an amazing adoption pattern we are seeing with Genie.
we had
great.
Bruce on earlier, with our data platform, talking about how we use it ourselves, and that was like one of the best examples. Yeah, Rick Schultz, CMO, he uses it, but everyone in marketing uses it. You have non-technical and technical people,
Yes.
but you could just talk to your data. You're a CMO in any company, and you could just ask questions. What campaigns are doing
Yeah.
well? And since we've been using it ourselves, we're in the shoes of customers. They provide us feedback,
100%.
and it gets easier and
Yeah.
easier.
And everything starts with unifying the data. So that's where all this has to start. If your Genie has to work, you got to get the data ready. You got to unify them and make sure that it's ready for Genie, and then it's easy.
I feel like that's a theme of today we keep hearing from people. Like data intelligence is really data unification. Like
100%.
unless you're joining everything together under the hood, like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So as an example, you still have your individual dashboards, and like you said, you can use Genie to know something about that data, but that doesn't tell you anything about data outside of that dashboard. But if you want a fully integrated customer 360 view, then you have to first unify all your data together in Lakehouse, follow the Medallion architecture, get data to a clean state, then you can build any number of applications you need.
That's wonderful. When you talk to customers, are they understanding this paradigm of the medallion architecture? Is that something that you're having to do some education?
No, all customers are
That's
aware
great.
of Medallion
Yeah.
architecture, so they know. But when it comes to marketing context and everybody's struggling,
Yeah.
like how do we get to Medallion, because the data is so different.
It is. It's not a one size fits all.
Exactly. So you have so many systems, and in marketing, systems come and go. So you got to make sure that your
so you have to be
architecture
able
exactly to
be
get the new
agile.
data. But yeah, you have to be agile, and you got to be modular, and you got to be compliant with all the security governance. And because of everything is in UC, it's so easy to go on all this data if you have everything in Lakehouse.
Yeah. Unity Catalog really makes that easy.
It is.
I feel like I'm just saying this, but when I started using it as a security person, I was absolutely blown away by how simple it makes those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we have like 2 minutes left, but big audience, you've excited so many of them. Like what can they do? Like how can they get started? Is there any next steps, call to action?
I think
Ebook or something we can download.
Well, we don't. I think that there are accelerators out there, but I think the accelerators are mostly towards the activation side, like your media mix modeling, attribution, and whatnot. What we recommend is you try Lighthouse. If you don't have the instance, go and download and start playing with it. But if you are already on Databricks, start unifying your data. Get your Medallion architecture ready. Get your data into bronze layer and start applying business rules and make sure that you are ready for the next wave, which is building all your agents and Genie rooms and whatnot.
That's perfect. And it might seem daunting, but we're here to help. Best practices, right? Everything your team has learned, I'm sure. You can share, tell them pitfalls, things to avoid.
Well, I think, like I said, the marketing data is so different.
Yeah.
You need to have the end state in mind when you start building. So you have to know your use cases, you have to know your goals, and then start building the business rules in the silver layer.
I see.
But you cannot just move data from one layer to the next without thinking, what is it I want to achieve at the end? So the end goal is really important for this.
So you're going to have to be very deeply strategic.
Exactly, on this, yes.
Wonderful.
Great. Well, my last question, and feel free to add, is your role, just basically being launched. We had like this for the first time ever here at Summit, the marketing focus and forums and so on. But like, what does your job and role look like now?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, what are you going to be doing day to day? What's your role now that this finally launched?
Well, I'm going to be building on what we already built.
Okay.
Right? We got to so many announcements today. We got to start, using all those agents and apply on more use cases that we just started. This is our foundation, so we have to build a lot of capabilities on top of this foundation. That's what we're going to focus on from now on.
Well, I can't wait for next year. We'll have you back, and you'll have built some even cooler things.
100%. I'm super excited.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, well, super excited to have you here. Super excited for Databricks making an even more of an entree into marketing for CMOs and anyone in the marketing and part of the data intelligence for all theme.
Thank you,
well, thank
Eddie.
you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're
Pleasure.
going to toss to Allison in the breakout room.